I'm here in the south of France, the heart of the Côte d'Azur, and specifically, this area has some incredible rich history. It goes back all the way to the pre-BCE times under what was then referred to as Gaul, or the Romans called it Gallia. And specifically, the region was referred to as either Cisalpina in the more southern portion, and in the more northwestern portion, Narbonensis. In around the 40s BCE, the Romans were able to conquer the kingdom of Gaul and ultimately have a monopoly over the region for several hundred years, up until the fall of Rome in around the 400 CE. Now, the France region, and specifically this part of the southern south of France, had a bit of an independent culture outside of other parts. For instance, it was not part of the Germanic tribes in more central Europe, and instead had its own independent identity called the Franks, or Frankish culture. And in around the 500 CE, this region, which was known as the Southern Franks, unified with the rest of the Franks all around the modern France and area under a king named Clovis. Now, this region, once medieval history rolled around and Europe began to form into more separate kingdoms, the Kingdom of Savoy, which was actually an Italian kingdom, ended up taking over this province. And for centuries, it was part of the Italian city-states, up until the 17th century when France finally took it over and it became called the County of Provence. Now, for centuries afterwards, it rolled through different periods of French and European history and has been a strong fortress of French cultural history ever since.